Oh my god, it was a police officer following me. I pulled over to the slow lane hoping he'd pass, but I was prompted to pull over to the curb. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, Earth. Nice to see you here again at Transplanet, a world within a world. The last time I was here, I talked about a robbery that occurred at my place of residence in Dubai in 2017. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. But today I want to talk about another somewhat traumatizing experience that I had in Canada. But before I dive into it, I'd like to share with you a true story that happened to me when I was living in Dubai in 2016. I went to a party 2 weeks ago at a beautiful location on a hill overlooking beautiful Vancouver. This party was really phenomenal because I only knew a few people, but everybody seemed super friendly and even somewhat playful. The music was pumping techno music. There was even pool dancing and some entertainment. My friend and I commented on what a great party it was. But as I was looking at the scenery on a hill overlooking Vancouver, I had a flashback of my life before in Dubai. One unpleasant memory popped up in my mind. It was when I was in famous Dubai nightclub with one of my TS best friends. We were dancing. Laughing and telling jokes and having a fantastic time, similar to my recent Vancouver party. But at the nightclub, I remember the cold, the chill, the airy feeling of unwanted attention. My friend noticed some civilian police sitting in the dark corner, monitoring the crowd and scrutinizing us both. That rang the bell with us. I felt like jelly and my nerves were rattled. My friend and I held hands as we discreetly left the building. It was common knowledge in Dubai about police raids, mass arrests of transgenders, and deportation. This is to me a great example of extreme discrimination. Now, we were lucky that night because of our quick sense to get the hell out of there. Happy to say we made it okay. Canadian people I've noticed seem to complain about every little thing. If someone looks at them just a little bit the wrong way, they call it discrimination. I don't think they know what a real discrimination is. What do you guys think? Am I being too critical? But am I wrong to say this? Anyways, thanks for listening to me. I really appreciate it. I want you to know, especially you Canadians whom I really admire, that sexual harassment is a serious issue in Canada. Now, let me share you my personal story of one of my more recent Canadian experiences regarding sexual harassment. One late evening, I was heading home on the outskirts of the lower mainland. The air was cool, the traffic was very light. In fact, I was alone on the road driving the posted speed in the fast lane. Suddenly, I noticed these headlights. A tailgater? From where? Where did it come from? Oh my god, it was a police officer following me. I pulled over to the slow lane hoping he'd pass, but I was prompted to pull over to the curb. A police officer came to my car and proceeded to ask for my driver's license. He then asked me a few drinking and driving questions. He also said I'd been speeding. This was puzzling to me because I was completely sober and obeying the speed limit. He asked me to step out of the car and take a breathalyzer test. When he asked that, I became more puzzled but obliged. Before the breathalyzer test, for some unknown reason to me, he asked me to stick my tongue way out. I had never heard such a request. Was this part of the test? He said it was a cold, wet night, so I should drive more carefully, as he appeared to look a bit too long at the outfit I was wearing. I felt a bit uncomfortable and embarrassed because I was wearing a tight, low-cut outfit that evening, just expecting to go home unseen after work. Now I had to reveal my tongue too. Of course, I wouldn't know why I had to stick my tongue out. I had an intuition it was a subtle sexual harassment. This is quite common in Dubai, but I did not expect it here. Has any one of you been asked to stick your tongue out? Of course, I don't want to accuse the police of any wrongdoings, because I know they mean well, right guys? Just wondering how you would feel in this situation. I realized sexual harassment has many layers and you may brush this off as not so serious. So why does it still bother me months later? I heard so much worse stories from my Canadian friends, DS or not. Nowadays, when I go to the highway, I stick to the slow lane for fear of the police pulling me over for no reason. So I want to hear from you guys. Have any of you experienced any sexual harassment in Canada, subtle or otherwise? Who was involved? A coworker, a friend, a doctor, or even a police officer? I don't want to beat this topic to death and I hope to move on, but I feel better sharing this subject matter with you. I find it very therapeutic and thank you so much for trying to understand me. I'd also want to mention that I did a cross-Canada trip last year with no incident, and I've always followed the rules like everybody should. Absolutely never drink and drive, you guys, and always obey the speed limit. Let's all keep safe. By the way, Thanksgiving in Canada is coming up soon. I hope you all can enjoy the holiday and have a safe and happy Thanksgiving with your friends and families. And even by yourself for the lonely ones. Just remember, I'm here just a click away. Stay tuned for my next episode coming soon. It's going to be a good one. I'm guaranteed it's going to be a sizzler. Until next time, you guys. And once again, this is Alessandra saying, stay beautiful in mind, body, and soul. And I love you all.
Here I am, come on baby, look at me.